Howdy. Some years ago, I had set up something with another consultant where we were going to talk once a week at a certain time for a certain length of time, and we were going to see if we could keep each other honest in our marketing and business efforts. And it worked well for a few weeks. We met at the same time, we set up a Skype thing, and we would talk about it. And we set it up. It was supposed to be an hour. And she would say what she was doing. I would say what I was doing. And then we would each commit to hitting some kind of goal during the week. Kind of an accountability partner type of thing. And it worked well. And then there was one week she didn't show up. And she sent me an email later on saying, oh, a business thing came up and I had to go do it. And I said, okay, fine, that works out. Well, over the course of the next few weeks, we basically only met once. And each time she said, oh, something came up, I had to go. Something came up, I had to go. So after that, I contacted her and said, okay, we have to stop because you're not committed to this thing. And she says, well, I'm trying to get business and everything is about business for me. And I said, but you know, we set this up for the exact same time, the exact same day, every single week. We made a commitment. You're telling me that out of all those other hours and all those other days that you couldn't have done that particular thing then, that it was that important? If that's important, that's fine. But I committed this time to you, and now we just can't do it anymore. Now that's how I see this idea about commitment. Commitment basically says that you're either committed to doing a job or working with one person or working with a team of people. If you are in a leadership position, you are committed to making sure that those folks have everything they need to do the job right, to do the job the best they can. You're always committed. If you're in a relationship, you should be committed to that person. Otherwise, don't get into the relationship. Just stay on the fringe. And who knows, maybe that person will still hang with you or not. But that's what commitment kind of means to me, is that you have to basically say, this is what I'm willing to do, and I'm going to do it this way all the time. Now, saying committed does not mean that if an emergency comes up that you can't break that. For instance, anything happens with my mother or my wife, you know what? The commitment is broken. It just is. But I've been in business now, goodness, we're getting close to 17 years in June. And I have yet to miss a meeting with anyone. Now, I have been late 15 or 20 minutes here and there because sometimes I've had meetings out of town, and this is before GPS came up. I got lost all the time. I was always getting lost. So one time, 15, 20 minutes late, but I got there. But this is how I view my business. This is how I view my relationships with other people, with my friends. I'm very selective with people who I make my friends because I am a time kind of guy. If we have set something up and I've blocked everything out and I've gone out of my way to try to make sure I have this time, I kind of expect that you're going to do the same and you're going to say, okay, yes, we're doing it at this time or sometime around this time. I never break a promise. I've never broken a promise. I don't make a lot of promises because I always worry, well, what if this is one I can't keep? But if I ever make a promise, I keep it. But other people have made promises and it's gone out the window. They will call at a certain time. That's the promise. You never hear from them. This is kind of how I view commitment. I'd like to know what you think about the concept of commitment. Are you committed to doing the right thing with your clients? Let me know. I really want to know if my standard may be too high or if you think that my standard is a good one and is something you want to adopt. Short video this week. My name is Mitch Mitchell. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts. Y'all take care.